Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Christian T. Pascual. I'm the Forensic Science Program Chair and the Open Educational Resource Coordinator in our university. Now in this video, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of Canvas Learning Management System from the perspective of a student. But before we go there, allow me to thank the learning management team of UC, headed by Engineer Dayon Tandingan, and of course, our University President, President Nancy Flores, for all the hard work that they put in making sure that we will be able to transition successfully in the Canvas Learning Management System. So without further ado, let's proceed with the walkthrough.
Once you log in Canvas, you will be taken to your Canvas dashboard. This dashboard is your landing page. You will find on your dashboard all your course cards. One for each course you are currently enrolled in. Found on your course cards are the notification icons for assignments, discussions, and announcements that are published by your professor. On the left side is the global navigation menu, which consists of items like account settings, the dashboard where we're currently at, courses, calendar, inbox, and help icon. So let's look at account setting first. Among the things that you would see in your account setting will be your profile picture, notifications, profile, and QR for mobile login. Among the things that you could do in your account setting is change your profile picture as well as add information about yourself. Next, let's look at courses. Once you click this icon, you will find a list of courses that you are or have been enrolled in. So let's click that. Once you click that, you will be directed to this page. This page contains all the courses that you are currently enrolled in, including your past enrollments. You can choose which one shows up on your dashboard by clicking the star. Next, let's look at the calendar icon. The calendar icon takes you to a global calendar that will include content from all your courses. In fact, anything that has a due date in your course will appear on the calendar. The next thing will be your inbox. This is where you communicate with your instructors. The great thing about Canvas Inbox is that it will communicate with your University of the Cordilleras email account, so anything sent through Canvas Inbox will also send a copy to your UC email account. Also, if you respond from your UC email account, a copy of that email will end up in Canvas Inbox as well. The last thing on the global navigation menu is a help icon. Found on the help icon are valuable resources that will help you navigate through Canvas, as well as other resources like this new resource called COVID-19 Canvas Resources. So again, your global navigation menu contains your account setting, dashboard, courses, calendar, inbox, and help icon. Now that we're done with the global navigation menu, let's look at how a Canvas classroom looks like. Once you enter a course, you will be directed to this homepage. Found on the homepage will be the title of your course, welcome remarks from your professor, course format, course overview, information about your instructor, the first module, as well as contact information of your professor. Above will be links such as the instructor's profile, so let's just click that, the course syllabus, the learning modules, and student orientation. I encourage you to look at student orientation because there you will find valuable resources such as Introduction to UC Digital Classroom LMS, as well as the commonly asked questions on the use of Canvas. There's also the contact information of the IT systems and services of the university. You may send them an email if you encounter issues and problems in the use of Canvas. So again, at the top part of your homepage will be a link to your instructor's profile, the course syllabus, your learning modules, as well as the student's orientation. On the other hand, found on the left side of your homepage will be the course navigation menu. The course navigation menu contains the following: your modules, assignments, discussions, grades, announcements, syllabus, people, pages, files, quizzes, collaborations, conferences, chat, Google Drive, and Office 365. I encourage you to look at all of this once you get access to your Canvas account. By the way, your course navigation menu will look slightly different depending on your professor. Now let's go to modules. Once you click modules, you will be directed to all the modules that you will cover in your course. So what you see right now on the screen are all the modules that will be covered in the course CDI 5C or Fire Protection and Arson Investigation, starting from Module 0 up to Module 12. Please note that the modules will look different depending on your instructor. But allow me to walk you through the modules that I created for the course CDI 5C. Let's look at some of the modules. In Module 0, entitled Introduction, you will be able to see 3 items. The first item is a page that is entitled Introduction to Flexible Learning Mode and Learning Management System. The second item is a page entitled Course Overview. There's also a discussion entitled Introduce Yourself. Let's try to look at each of these items. Once I click Introduction to Flexible Learning Mode and Learning Management System, I will be directed to this page which contains links to YouTube videos. Once I click, the students will be directed to this video entitled Flexible Learning Mode and Learning Management System, where I introduce what is FLM and what is LMS. And of course, I also introduce myself in this video. I also included here a Canvas walkthrough which I made in order to guide the students in the use of Canvas, as well as a link to a YouTube video which I adapted to help students get acquainted with the use of Canvas even better. Aside from a page entitled Introduction to Flexible Learning Mode and Learning Management System, there is another page called Course Overview. Once you click that, you will be able to see a link to a YouTube video which I created to give the students an idea of all the materials that we will be covering in the course. Again, once you click that, you will be directed to that video. The last item in Module 0 or Introduction is a discussion called Introduce Yourself. In this item, the students will be able to introduce themselves. So let's try to look at that discussion. So you can see here that this is a graded discussion and that I'm asking the students to kindly make a brief introduction of themselves, including a brief answer to the following questions: their expectations in the course, as well as their prior background in fire science. They may participate in this discussion in a form of reply. By the way, your response to the discussion can be seen by your classmates. Hence, this discussion is also a good way for the student to get to know each other. So that's it for Module 0 or Introduction. Let's go to Module 1, which is entitled The Technology of Fire. Because there are so many topics that are covered under Module 1 or The Technology of Fire, I decided to divide it into 5 modules. Module 1.1, What is Fire? Module 1.2, Module 1.3, The Elements of Fire, Module 1.4, and Module 1.5, Flames. In Module 1.1, or What is Fire, you will see that there are 2 items. The first item is Introduction to What is Fire, and the second item is Assigned Readings and Videos. The types of item that you can see in Module 1.1 can also be seen in Module 1.2, where there's also an introduction and assigned readings and videos, Module 1.3, Module 1.4, and Module 1.5. So let's try to look at these 2 types of items. Once I click this page entitled Introduction to What is Fire, I will be directed to this page. Actually, this page contains preliminary items that I want my students to read as an introduction to what is fire. The second item, which could be found in Module 1.1, will be the assigned readings and videos. So once we click that, I will be directed to this page which contains the following. First, the link to the YouTube video of my lecture for Module 1.1, as well as additional open educational resources in the form of book chapter and YouTube video which I adapted in order to enhance the students' learning experience. So again, for Module 1.1, or What is Fire, there is an introduction page as well as the assigned readings and videos. And the same types of item can be found in Module 1.2, Module 1.3, Module 1.4, and Module 1.5. Aside from those, you can also find in Module 1 a discussion entitled Ask and Share Anything About Module 1. In this discussion, the student can ask and share anything about Module 1. Also, found on Module 1 is a practice quiz and a Module 1 quiz. Overall, what you can find in Module 1 or the Technology of Fire will be the same types of items that you could see in Module 2, Module 3, Module 4 until Module 12 or Explosives. I would also like to emphasize that found on the modules will be the 2 examinations. First is the midterm examination and the second one is the final examination. In the final examination, for example, you will find a page that contains a final examination review, resources that the students could read or watch in preparation for their final examination. And then of course, there is that final examination itself. By the way, the summary of all the items that you could see here in the modules can be found on the assignments, which when you click, will bring you to the list of all the assignments that your professor made, the discussions, which brings you to the list of all the discussions for the course, files, which basically contains the list of all the files that were uploaded by your professor, and quizzes, which leads you to the list of all the quizzes that were published by your professor. The last thing that I want to highlight in this walkthrough is the grades section. Once you click the grades section, you will be directed to all the grades or score that you got in the course. In fact, it gives you a percentage of all the scores that you gathered in the course so far. One cool thing about this grade section in Canvas is that it allows you to look at how you're performing compared to the rest of the class. For example, since this student got 100 in the class, it means that he got the highest score, which is pretty good given that the average score of the class is 90.4. It also shows here the lowest score. Hence, Canvas allows the student to see how they're performing compared to the rest of the class.
So that's basically it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from the video. See you online and hopefully around the campus soon.